Hey there everyone, all the techies and data enthusiasts there. Welcome back to video 4 of Generative AI using Django series, and in this particular video we are going to discuss about URL routing. So in Django this is an important concept, so if you want to build any project you will be seeing those web pages right in the header like google.com slash sign up slash login. So all that slash login slash sign up, these are nothing but these are routing pages. So we will discuss in detail in today's video what are these routing pages and how can you work with it, and is it possible to dynamic routing in Django. So we will be discussing about that in detail, and I'll show you all some practical examples as well. So based on that, whatever you are understanding, it will be helpful for us when we are building a project. So that AI project which we are going to build, for that we require a routing technique as well. It will be very helpful for us at there. So guys, now let's not waste our time. Let's dive into my computer screen and discuss about this particular topic. Before that, I would like to request you all, please do subscribe the channel, those who have not subscribed the channel, first time visitors, and do share this video with your friends and make sure to on the bell notification so that whenever I upload a video, you will get it. Okay guys, so now let's get started. So guys, introduction to URL routing in Django. So how Django handles URL routing. When a user visits that particular URL in Django application, Django searches the matching patterns of that particular URL. So we'll be writing a file, right? Configuration file that is called nothing but url.py file. Django matches with that particular file the configuration like what you have given, and based on that associated configuration page, it will redirect. This is how the URL routing actually works in high level. So let us see, like let us simply set up a page, setting up a Django URL routing page, a simple about page. So if you remember previously I have shown you all like how can you start an application and how can you even like start an app. Okay, so this is your normal Django project which has been created, and for that we have created an app called file1. Okay, before we use this particular app, the main configuration which you need to do is go to settings.py, and in settings.py here in installed apps you need to include your file1. So I'll use this file1. So file1 is the folder name which we need to include. If you see here, we'll be starting here. You can see here. So example of URL configuration. So you by default have admin.site.urls, that is for admin interface in urls.py. We will add this path, about path. Okay. So let me go to this. I'll copy this. So I'll go to URLs. We need to go to this URLs path, comma, include. So I'll give it this one as well, include here. So now we need to use this include. So for that I gave this about page. So slash about. So this is how a normal URL configuration will be done. I'll tell you. So create URLs for the about page. Okay, app about. So we don't have about. So we will be using file1 which we already have it. So I'll go here. So in this file1, if you see, this is an app, okay, which we have created right now. So in this particular app, what you have to do, there is no url.py, right? So we can create URLs, URL as urls.py. Okay, simply we have added this from dot import path. So path, why is path not found? So let me just see here. If you see here from Django.urls import path, so we have missed that. So I'll add that out. You can see here, yeah, path. After this, we need to write the function as well here. So you can see here about page. So for about slash views.py it is. So let me copy this. So I'll go back. So in this views.py page, we don't have any code, so we can start writing our code here. So I'll paste this here. I'm not writing any code right now, or I'm not showing you all, because mainly the concept or the main aim of this particular video is to cover the concept, not to write code in front of you. Okay, I hope you're getting this. So now after this, what I did, so I copied that, right, and I pasted it here. Now you can see here passing parameters. Sometimes you need to pass parameters through the URL, such as the ID or username. So this is right now not required. We have added till here. So now we have to click on this Conda activate env. So env is done. So I'm activating my env. So cd Django. So inside Django we have Python manage.py run server. If there is anything missing, we can actually download it. So no module name about, no model name about. So where is the about error we are getting? So about threading. So where was this? Yeah, include. Okay, URLs dot include. So inside this, it should not be about. It should be file one. Okay, so now let us give a try again. I'll exit this server and I'll again restart the server. You can see here the server has been started now. So I'll open this. Okay, so this is right now running. So I'll give it slash about. You can see here, welcome to the about page. So whatever text we have written, you can see here the text can be seen here. Okay. So this is how normally a simple URL routing works, and you actually need to know this much only, because mainly whenever we are going to build the project, we'll be creating multiple apps, or you can say multiple apps in this particular Django. Like file 1 we are having, we'll create file 2, file 3. I'm simply telling you, so there can be multiple apps. Inside that views.py will be writing codes, and models.py will be writing the model or data schema. So there will be multiple things. Based on that, we have to do migrations. So now, as I haven't changed anything in models.py, so we don't need to make any migrations. Migrations or make migrations will only work to reflect whatever changes you have made for database schema, not in this particular project or in this particular application. Okay. So now if I run here python manage.py, make migrations also, so it will say no changes detected. So you can see here no changes has been detected. I hope you are getting it clearly. So now after this, what we have done here, you can see here setting up a Django app. So that's been done. Creating a basic view on the app. So we'll start another project now. So I'll just show you this example as well. So after this, so we will start a new project called okay, this project is already been done. So manage.py start app, and app name will be my app. Okay, no problem. Let's do it. Done my app. So you can see the app will immediately be created here. You can see the reflections here. So it's been created. So you can see here my app, and you have the views.py and everything about this particular my app. So now the main thing which you should never forget is you should immediately go to your settings.py, and in this installed apps include my app as well. So my app, yeah, my app. Okay, so I guess Day by day, GitHub Copilot is getting slow because it used to predict very fast. Now it's not predicting. You can see the task is already done. We need to add my app. So I have added it. Okay. After this, what we need to do? Create a basic Views.py. So I'll just copy this only. The Views.py, I'll add it here. So what this is telling, home page and welcome to the home page. This is simple HTML response of the views. Okay. And render a HTML page. So first create a folder template inside the my app called templates and index.html. Okay, fine. So we will do that. Let me copy this. So we'll go back to this here. So inside this my app, we need to do create a new file. Oh, sorry, not new file. It should be new folder. Templates. I hope it's T is small. Okay. templates templates and slash index.html, which is nothing but here we need to create a new file called index.html, and inside this we need to update this code here. Okay, rendering the Django template. So this is what we need to see now. So after this, now modify the view to render the template. Okay, so def. Okay, for this it's a simple rendering template format. Okay. So instead of writing this HTML page, right, we are just directly rendering the page. So we can do that. Okay, this here, this is not required actually. So we don't need to multiple times call it. So once it's enough. Then define URL patterns. So now go to URL dot patterns, and inside that you need to give this. So URL patterns is equals to views.home. So inside the app, so we are just simply telling inside the app, create a URL patterns, my app. Inside this new file, urls.py, urls.py. So inside this, we are going to add the URLs here. We are by default telling, by default, please open up the home view and index.html. So one second, home view, okay. So we need two codes here. This is home view. Okay, so here the index view request. So we should get that code out. Okay, so this is a wrong code. Let me take out that. Return render request HTML dot UI. Okay. Index HTML, and what we have done here, index HTML. Okay, that's enough. Index HTML is enough. We don't need to give the name. Okay, so that's done. Now in the include, so we have to include this app, right? My app dot URL. So we will copy this. Should be here. Always in Python indentation matters. So I'll add that here. My app dot includes. So I have added this. Now we can directly run the debug server. So that's great. Now let's run it. So if there is any error, we will solve it. Okay, no issues. Okay, so I'll open this app. Welcome to the home page. So this is a simple HTML response directly from the views. So now what we will do here, we will give slash, I guess it's index, right? Slash index. Let me see the URLs. Yeah, slash index. This is the index page. This HTML page is rendered using a Django template. You can see here, it's very simple, guys. So yeah, let me see that. So you can see both the template, or you can say the HTML template which we have created, HTML file, That also can be rendered. So you can directly call that file inside views.py, or you can directly give the function in that views.py also. That's also possible. Okay. Now, that's all, guys. So mostly whatever we are doing here is everything about that particular URL routing only, which we need to understand very clearly. So that's all about this particular video. And before that, here you can say this is for dynamic routing, dynamic URL routing, which is nothing but you have here dynamic URL events which will be auto updating the URLs. This is not that much of required right now to the projects. We will discuss this when we are going to do a real world project, don't worry. So until then, you can see here, you can create the views, templates, everything is mentioned here clearly. Okay. Yes. So you can see here, you can just check this dynamic routing code here. This page link will be in this video description, or this collab link. You can just check it out, and it's very easy actually. You don't need that, but you can refer it later for later use. And for our project, we don't need it because we are just going to directly define the URL routing system, what we require for AI, and it will handle it out. And if you have two views.py, how you can do so, all those simple functionalities are mentioned here. So you must understand only the URL routing and what models.py does and what views.py does and how you are connecting it, to the main page, and how manage.py is running out. Only Django is all about that. So how the templates works and everything, like in detail, when we enter into the project, you will see it in detail. So for now, this is enough for you all. I hope you all like this particular video. Make sure you share this video with your friends. Meet you all again in our next video. So guys, bye bye.